Hi, my name is Sam Charles, and I am the Secretary of the Sit Down, Shut Up and Watch Film and New Media Festival Committee. I take the minutes and make sure the committee and ex officio supporters receive them in time before the next meeting. February last year, while I was volunteering for Barossa Leisure Options, which is a Barossa Council-based organisation offering leisure activities to people with a disability, I received a letter inviting me to be part of Toody's reel-to-reel filmmaking project. The workshops were run by a team of learning disabled filmmakers from Oscar Bright, a film festival from Brighton in the UK. I was really excited to be part of this project. I was involved in the Barossa workshops and we made 3 short films in a week. We were so excited we wanted to show them to everyone. After the Oscar Bright team left, Toody, Claire and Barossa were inspired to get together. We asked ourselves, if England has a learning disability-led film festival, why can't we have one? We wanted to be the team to hold the first learning disability-led film and new media festival in Australia. But where did we start? We decided we need to meet regularly and that Gula would be most central. There was a lot of interest in forming a committee. Lee became the chairperson, Amy became the vice chair, I became the secretary, Matthew, Liam, James and Ryan became the committee members. The committee is supported by Pat, Pavlos and Patricia from Toody, Pam from the Barossa and Sarah and Marcus from Claire. In the beginning, we spent a lot of time learning how meetings are run, and we're still learning. In between, we kept in touch by lots of emailing and texting. Like Oscar Bright, we are working towards being in charge of all our choices. This will include getting sponsorship and funding to make the festival happen. We knew that the first thing was to come up with was an amazing name. That took lots of discussion. Even when we finally got it, one person didn't like Shut Up being in our festival's name, but luckily the majority thought it added to the punch of the name, so we kept it. Then we needed a logo. This was a real challenge, as well as amazing fun. We all presented lots of ideas, and eventually it was the shh in Shut Up that gave me an idea for the image that became the logo. I developed it with Pavlos as well as my parents' help. Here is the final version of the logo, as you can see on my t-shirt. We have now designed t-shirts, leaflets, and we have a Facebook page with over 1,200 members. Feel free to find us on Facebook and join our group. I organise the t-shirts, so if you want to order one, come and see me afterwards. The next thing we did was start making a documentary about our committee. The committee's 3 main goals are to raise money for the festival, promote the festival, and get learning disabled people everywhere to make and enter their films. Most learning disabled people don't have the skills to make their own films. They have to rely on non-learning disabled writers, directors and crew. We are learning the process of filmmaking from the ground up, so we can lead workshops and pass on knowledge in our own way. At first, we tried to copy Oscar Bright's way of working, but we found when we did our Train the Trainer week, we needed to make changes to suit ourselves. Some of the Sit Down, Shut Up and Watch members were as interested in technical and post-production aspects of filmmaking as others were in script writing, storyboarding, and camera work. The other addition to our workshops is new media. You might be wondering, what is new media? New media is when you use the same digital techniques used to make films to make art instead of telling a story like film does. You may know it as digital art. By far, the hardest thing for us as learning disabled people has been to learn how to present information in a way other disabled people can understand, and learning to time ourselves. So far, we have run workshops in Nuriootpa, Clare, and Victor Harbor. Each workshop ran over 4 days, and every group made their own short film. We are feeling more confident of our ability. Down the track, we'll be choosing which films will be shown in our festival and which films will win awards. This will be a challenge, and Matt is going to talk more about that. Learning how to run workshops and to create a learning disability-led film and new media festival from the ground up is not without its problems. Sometimes, in their efforts to help us avoid mistakes, our non-disabled supporters can be too helpful. We are working on strategies to overcome this because we want to challenge ourselves, and we know that if we make mistakes, we will learn from them. We know we have a lot of preparation and planning for the day of the festival, and we still need to find a patron. We are learning new things all the time from our supporters and from each other. Ultimately, it's really good to know we are in charge and are making all the decisions. Along the way, we have been documenting our journey as you have seen in episode 1. To complete my presentation, here is episode 2 of our documentary. Enjoy!